Alright, we're starting a new project here. So I got me some Space Marines off the internet. I went on eBay, picked up these Space Marines for a 10-man Space Marine squad for $10 or $15. They're painted all sorts of weird stuff. Whoever painted these blue ones really didn't care. Paint job's really crappy. I did these green ones. Like I got this combi. Got a combi Melta in here. That ain't bad, but yeah, we're gonna remove all that paint. So, store got me some simple green concentrated variety. Get this for like $5 or $6. So all we're gonna do is generously cover our Space Marine in this stuff. No one-to-ones, no one-to-ones, no extra water or anything. We're just gonna dump straight up concentrated simple green into this little cheap ass Tupperware. Also got I got this at the 99-cent store. Oh, you can see it's already pulling some of the paint off of some of the blue ones. So the paint job on those blue ones wasn't even really that good. Just pour it in there. You get the simple green for like $4 or $5. We're gonna let that sit for like 48 hours. Every once in a while I may come back to it, just to kind of agitate it a little bit. But we're gonna make us some Space Marine soup with Space Marines and some simple green. Okay, so this is 24 hours of Space Marine soup. I don't know if you can see it, but there's already paint flecks just sitting in the bottom here. And I've agitated it a little bit, letting it sit in there. We'll give it another 24 hours to really give it a good soak, and then we'll start scrubbing. Actually, you can see on some of these how the blue is already coming off. So we'll let that sit, and we'll come back to it in another 24 hours. Okay, so it has been actually 72 hours, not 48 hours, of Space Marine soup. But it's been sitting in simple green for that long. I don't know if you can see this on camera. There's lots of little flakes inside there. And if you look at, I think, the green Space Marine right there, if you can catch it, maybe you can't. There's lots of paint flaking off of him. So, all that yellow has pretty much come off. So, we're gonna go ahead and get a toothbrush on some of these guys, and I'm not gonna make you watch the tediousness of me scrubbing Space Marines with a toothbrush, so we'll be back. So we hit a little snag in our Space Marine soup scrubbing project. I ordered these Space Marines from eBay, from a seller, and when I started scrubbing, I started uncovering multiple layers of paint and primer. Some like this one were okay, did okay. We were able to get most of the paint off. But some of these others we encountered, like this one for instance, you could see there was red painted on, then blue painted on, and green painted on. This one had primer and paint, and then primer and paint on it. This one had primer, paint, yellow, paint, so we covered multiple layers of paint. So I stuck them back in for another 24 hours. We're going to give them another scrub and see how we look. Okay, well, life is like a box of Space Marines you buy off eBay. You never know what you're going to get. So we went ahead and our Space Marine soup is done. They are pretty much for the most part cleaned off as much as I can get them. There were such heavy layers of paint, like on this guy here. There was so much yellow, it was just caked on. I think it was actually in enamel paint. So anyway, but this guy, he came out pretty good. He's pretty much all cleaned up for the most part, except for a little bit of prime left. I'm willing to accept that. So these guys are ready to be primed and repainted. Moral of the story here is I don't think when I used the simple green on my Space Marines that I painted, came off just fine. But God, there was just so much paint on these, just not something you can really rely on 100%. But I think these guys are ready to go, and we'll give them a paint off.